guys. So I know I don't really make too many UFC 5 videos. I know I recently just made a video essay on how I feel like most of the fighters in this game are very similar in as far as their attributes and um, animations, especially striking animations. But this one, I actually felt like playing like Khamzat Chimaev, or playing as Khamzat Chimaev, because I've recently heard that he and Robert Whitaker are scheduled to fight each other. And, I'm a fan of both. I, I favor Robert Whitaker in this matchup. Not that Khamzat can't win, but honestly, Robert Whitaker is like the best anti-wrestler in that division. He's gone in against people like Yoel Romero, um, Derek Brunson. He's been able to defend takedowns from those guys. And I know that Hamza has like a really good wrestling pedigree of his own, but considering the amount of championship experience and just how athletic Robert Whitaker is, I just favor him for this matchup. And it's not the only thing I'm going to talk about in this video. I actually wanted to upload this one because this was a comeback. I haven't played UFC 5 in a while. Been playing a lot of UFC 3, Dark Souls 3. By the way, finally got all the achievements for Dark Souls 3. For those who have also done that achievement, you'll know how much of a grind that is. He rocks me there. Yeah, I don't know, call it, I don't know. I was gonna say ring rust, but not actually fighting, so I guess game rust. That's even a term. Not gonna lie, at some points in this fight, he was just lighting me up, styling and profiling like Ric Flair. He was just giving me the business. Won't tell you when. I won't tell you when I got this comeback, but I will say, I was very happy when I pulled it off. Should probably tag Marshall Mine and just see what his reaction is. Speaking of Marshall, I know a lot of people that play these games, a lot of people in this community. They've given Marshall a hard time when it comes to promoting this game and defending this game. But if you haven't seen it, there's actually a video by one of the guys from MMA on Point, what's his name, Balian. He, Marshall Mine, Romero, and at least one other person. They actually went to one of the EA headquarters up in Canada to get a better understanding of how they actually make these games. So they went through the whole process of motion capture, being able to capture the face and what goes into making the textures and whatnot. And it was pretty cool because even in their headquarters, they had an actual black belt, teaching a jiu-jitsu class. They had a basketball gym and just had a big wrestling mat rolled out. And they got to roll around. And Romero, man, he was just giving everyone the business. That guy's freaking athletic. He was a pretty good college wrestler. So just running through everyone. If you haven't checked that video, suggest watching it. Anyway, back to my video. Not here to promote others, the entire time. Okay, so after that first round, we both had our moments. I would say probably the biggest thing that held me back in this fight was I was more of a headhunter. So I would have benefited so much more just by going to this guy's body. Because so many people in this game will use head movement whenever they're rocked. Ah, it's me with the flying knee. Like, he's hitting me with... Look, he didn't even follow up. That's how confident he is. He's knocked me down like 3 times within the past 10 seconds. And he just keeps letting me up. A little bit of lag there. It's another reason I don't really play this game against other people. Yeah, this man is knocking me down multiple times. He's hitting me with Superman punches, flying knees. Pretty much anything he wants to get me with, he is getting away with. I have no answer. And look, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Well, I managed to knock him down there, but if I manage to rock him again, I'll show you what I'm talking about having to go to his body more.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Chimaev's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense.
Yeah, I started using that front kick a bit more because that seemed to be a pretty good way to like interrupt his little blitz. Even when he's leaning back, man, I probably could have went to his body. Another thing I don't really like is the strike conversions. Because there have been a few moments where I'm trying to throw a front kick, just because of the distance the two fighters are, it automatically converts to a knee. But in this game, a straight will often intercept the knee and kind of like cancel out the animation. So it's kind of frustrating in that sense, but it is what it is. And he's just working my body. He is giving me the business. More lag. Hey, this is what I'm talking about, right? Well, I didn't really drop him there because I had no stamina, but you'll notice he likes to move his head a lot whenever I do rock him. And those are the moments I really should be focusing on the body rather than trying to headhunt. This is a good example right here. But yeah, God, another knockdown. Oof. And I am really surprised I didn't duck right into that knee, to be honest. I mean, that definitely would have put me out. But for whatever reason, it didn't land, which I'm grateful for. God, there's no denying that this game's graphics are just far superior to UFC Undisputed 3.
He can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head.
Speaking of which, like, I'm gonna get back to playing that again soon. You know. I know I said I was gonna do Luke Rockhold when I finished the Brian Ortega mode, but honestly, I'm kind of changing my mind. I think I either want to do... It's either going to be Khabib or Khamzat. Honestly, probably Khamzat. Just because, I don't know, just been rewatching some of his earlier fights, and just want to see if I can, like, kind of, like, simulate it. His style. Just to catch him with that front kick as he's going for that Superman punch. Khamzat's career is kind of crazy, you know, because, you know, within 5 fights of his career, he beat the #2 guy in his division at welterweight. You know, and really, he should have fought for a championship like years ago. After that Gilbert Burns fight, you know, he kind of screwed himself because, you know, he was scheduled to fight Nate Diaz, but he missed weight by like 10 pounds. Oh, that flying knee. God, I hate it when people can land that on me. It's so embarrassing. But You know, had he beaten Nate Diaz, he probably would have gotten a title shot in his next fight, but as you all know, actually, I think, yeah, there it is. I knew it was coming. That's the comeback. Yeah, obviously, he went from fighting Nate Diaz to fighting Kevin Holland because of the missed weight. And then, I think he's only fought Kamaru Usman since then. You know, like either no one wants to fight this guy or he's just having issues fighting, man. It's sorry if you can hear my cat Antonio in the background. Just being a very vocal boy. Yeah. Robert Whitaker versus Khamzat should be a really good fight. Um, Dana says the winner of that will get the next title shot at middleweight. Seems very fitting. Jesus, look how red his eye was. Alright. That's really all I got for you guys. I'll get back to the UFC Undisputed Forever content really soon. See y'all next one.